Hey guys, this is Sasha coming at you with another video. I'm showing you guys my Fenriloogamon deck. I recently won a locals with it. The locals is called Sugoi Stuff, and I did top a case tournament at Core TCG. So I ended up going X and 1. I only lost to Bloom Lord that day, but I've had played two builds. The first build I wasn't playing Dracmons, and now I am playing Dracmons, which adds more consistency to the deck. But yeah, let's get straight into the build. We're gonna start with the Tamas. I play 4 Balmon. This is definitely mandatory and the only Tama that you need to play. Balmon pretty much is whenever you trash a card from your hand, your Digimon could Digivolve into it if it has Sock or Dark Animal in it. And yeah, so play 4 of this. It's really good. And then um, Lugamon. 4 Lugamon, and definitely mandatory. It's a 4 of. Start a turn. Start of your main phase, you pretty much could add an Edgy from the trash or your hand under it to gain a memory. And its inherited effect is whenever a dark animal or a Digimon or something with sock in it gets played, you get to gain a memory. I will definitely be showing you guys some combos with this deck. So yeah, just stay tuned. After that, we play 3 Dracmon. At first, I wasn't playing Dracmon. I was being very stubborn about it just because I felt you didn't need it. I was playing 3 Goblimons, the starter deck ones. I really like the fact that you're capable of gaining a memory. You're capable of gaining a memory, and then its inherited effect was whenever you attack, you pretty much draw one and then pitch one. So it was just making Balmon's effect alive. But the Dracmon does come up just because it's on-play effect. It does let you search the top 3. You get to add pieces that you need in your hand or it helps you trash. It is mandatory that if you do reveal top 3 and it's only one dark animal, you have to add it. You can't trash it. At first, they did errata this card where it's mandatory to first add and then you trash. Um, so I played 3 of them. Its inherited effect hasn't came up yet, but its inherited effect is it lets me Digivolve into a Digimon with Undead or Sock in its traits from the trash. I'm pretty sure I'll eventually use that effect, but yeah, so far I only played 3 just because I feel like you only need 3. 4 would be too much. Um, Fascomon I played at 3. I've seen other people play the other Fascomon, the one that I think it's an on deletion, and then its inherited effect is your end of turn, you get to draw one and then trash one. But the reason why I play this Fasco is the blocker has came up a lot, and in the certain matchups where I should have lost, where I ended up going into time and then winning the next turn because I ended up bringing out like multiple of these, and my opponent needed to find a way to out, 3 blockers, and then if my Fenriloogamon has the Idgy under. It has blocker as well, so that's 4 blockers they need to out. Um, yeah, this card was amazing. So far, it's been amazing. And then it's another target for you to bring back with your Fenriloogamon or Souloogamon. And then it's another target too that you're capable of pitching, so you could trash it. So you could activate the Helloogamon's effect to pop a Digimon. One Gazi, it's really good against the mirror match or any matchup that relies a lot on setting up and they need their memory to pretty much do something. Um, Gazi just pretty much makes it very awkward for my opponent. I've actually won matches just hard playing this, and then they need to first find a way to out this, so it sets them back a turn where it helps me set up a turn. Or they're down multiple turns trying to figure out how they're going to out this. So it's really good against a mirror match, or like I said, any deck that needs to set up. And I play one Fasco. This card is just absolutely amazing. I really like it against the mirror match. If they have the Death X or any deck that pretty much runs Death X. This card just stops it. Um, 3 Musketeers. Well, Beelstar needs to out this. What's another deck that's really good? Oh, Royal Knights too. Blue Flare as well. I did play against Royal Knight deck in the finals. He ended up outing this card like every single time it was out, but I thought it was very fascinating because there's one game where he didn't necessarily destroy this Digimon. The Digimon just kept getting it bounced back to my hand, and the poor guy just wanted to stay so he could do his so he could just stun my opponent. But yeah, see, like stuff like that. Psychmon pretty much made my opponent make a play where um, he could have done something else, and he needed to figure out how to out this because if he didn't out it, then he was going to be turned behind. So that's why I like Psychmon, or just playing just playing these two Floodgates just helps me, just gives me one more turn extra, and then it gives my opponent like a turn where they need to figure out to out this, and if they don't out it the next turn, then I'm capable of just what is the word? I'm capable of just setting up for multiple turns and then popping off whenever I'm ready. I play 3 Fangmon. I mean, sorry, not 3. 4 Fangmon. On play, I pretty much get to return card. I can return a Digimon with Dark Animal, and then I get to trash one. It's really good whenever you want to add back pieces, or you want to do the crazy Fenriloogamon play, where let's say Fenriloogamon's the only thing in your trash. You get to pitch it. By the way, the effect is it's mandatory. It's not a you may, so it is mandatory for you to return something, and then it is whenever you attack, you do have to trash something as well. I play 4. I do want to cut this, put 3, but this card's so good just because you do recycle a lot of the cards or pieces that you need. Sometimes the Fenriloogamon is in the trash, and then this card will help you get it back whenever you go into Sugoi, or this would help you add back your Fenriloogamon to out the board. So yeah, this card's just really good. It helps you definitely set up, and then it helps you find solutions as well if you have certain cards in the trash. But that's enough talking about Fangmon. We're going to go to Black Automon. I play 2. I do want to bump this up to 3 just because I feel I don't see it enough in trash. It would be very nice to see this. Most of the times the way I win with the game, I do some crazy stuff to win, or I end up going Commandramon for game. The Gatomon is very good. It has Rush, so pretty much whenever you bring it out, it can start swinging. And then it's a Herald effect that has Retaliation. That has came up like probably like twice. Um, the fact that it's a yellow as well has came up as well with Chimeramon. My opponent, my friend, he ended up going Chikurimon. He had like 3. He had like 2 Floodgates and then another Digimon on board, and so I needed to find a way to pretty much out the board. And so what ended up happening was I ended up going Chimeramon. I had the edgy under. I had pretty much the Lugamon and Lugarmon under. So whenever I Digivolve, I added this back. I put him at 2 memory. I outed pretty much the Floodgates on board, and a turn, I pretty much just brought it back, and then I just hard played Fenriloogamon. I think I had another Digimon on board, and I just Digivolved on top of, I think it was a Fangmon, and then I just pretty much popped his level 6 that was on board. He was playing Commandramon. So he had, what was it called? Chikurimon. That's the play cost Floodgate, and then the other one was, what is it called? It's the black Floodgate. It's the rat, the rat with the little cheese. Um, but yeah, so play 2 of those, and then for Luke Armon, this is just mandatory. Um, when attacking, you could first trash, and then you draw one, and then if you have edgy under, you gain a memory. And your turn, whenever you play a Dark Animal or a Digimon with Sock in its trait, you gain a memory as well. Um, this is everybody runs different counts for this. I see it in certain decks. Some deck profiles run 2, some deck profiles runs 4, some people run, and then I like to run 3. I want to see this card, but I do want to play a second Chimeramon, so that's why I play 3 of this. This card's just insane. It outs a lot of the issues. It outs Floodgates. It outs big Digimon you're trying to get rid of. Let's say they're playing Black War Greymon, and they have like they have sources to pretty much to protect the Black War Greymon. This helps you just get rid of sources because they need a trash 2 whenever you're trying to out it. It just helps because it sets up your trash. It outs Digimon, it outs Floodgates, and then I'm going to show you a cool combo after I'm done showing you all the cards with this with this deck. Especially with Fenriloogamon. And then oh, I'm so sorry. So end of turn, you pretty much draw 3. And then well, I'm sorry, not 3. You draw 2, and then on delete, and then it deletes itself, and then you get to back at a Lugamon, and then you activate the on deletion effect. By the way, when you play against Fenriloogamon, I have to talk about this just because I don't know if certain people know about this, but um, whenever this dies, you have to first resolve all your effects. So first you'll draw the two, and then you'll get back the Lugamon, and then you pitch for the on deletion, and then it'll delete itself, and then you activate the on deletion to pretty much pop something. So Mirage Galgamon wouldn't gain back the memory if if it pretty much ended up popping the Digimon. Because your effects need of the way Digimon works is that your effects must finish before your opponents activate. But yeah, I played three of this. Oh yeah, the on deletion, the way it works, for every card that you trash, it adds a level. So if you don't choose to trash, it's only level 3. If you trash 1, it becomes a level 4. If you trash 2 cards, it becomes a level 5. If you trash 3 cards, it's a level 6. And then Lugamon. This card's insane. It's definitely 4 of. When Digivolving, you can bring back a level 3 Dark Animal or Digimon in its traits with Sock. You bring it back. And then if you have Edgy under, it could be a level 4. And then when attacking, you can pitch a card to gain a memory. And then its inherited effect is whenever a Dark Animal is played, this Digimon can suspend. So that's how you could do your setup OTK with Fenriloogamon. Play through Chimeramon. This card's really good. Sometimes you want it in your hand, sometimes you don't. I have been finding ways to pretty much use it. If let's say if I brick, I go into this, I find a way to alter Digimon, or worst case scenario, I'll have a bad stack of Fenriloogamon, so they need to find a way to out that Digimon. But I do like the 2 Chimeramon just because it helps me just secure a game that way. And sometimes my Fenriloogamon will hit into, unfortunately, an option card that will pretty much out it. So this card could just pretty much help me set up to pretty much go into another one. So 2 of those. After that, I play 4 Fenriloogamon. Oh, I'm so sorry. So Chimeramon pretty much could you could DNA Digivolve with 2 level 4s, and then you put another one from the trash under it. So that's why I was talking about the Black Automon. You could put this under, and then it minuses up to, depending how many different colors it is. So it counts white as one color, and then purple. So if you end up adding the yellow source under as well, you could minus up to 3k, up to 4 Digimon. So that it helps you just out your floodgates as well. Fenriloogamon, 4 of. So when Digivolving, it says you may play 1 level 4 or lower card with Dark Animal or Sock trait from trash without paying its cost. If Edgy is under it, you could add up to 2 cards to that effect. So pretty much you get to bring back 3. When attacking, you may delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon, lower, unsuspend, and then it says add up to the level, depending, I mean, for each Digimon you pretty much have on board. And then it says at end of turn, if your opponent, okay, so the end of turn condition is the opponent having 3 or more memory. Pretty much your opponent needs to have 3 memory for it to be their turn. So if your opponent has 1 memory, it's still your turn. If they have 2, it's still your turn. So you practically have 12 memory to work with, essentially. Um, but yeah, this card's insane. It helps you do OTK. When popping to restands, it does have to pop something for it to restand, so make sure that you're doing that effect properly. And the fact that it brings back 3 Digimon, it's insane. You could go into Chimeramon, or you could bring back a Lugamon to set up for next turn. Let's say you don't have necessarily have game. Something happened, you could pretty much bring back Fascomon to have blockers, so you essentially have 4 blockers next turn. If you have the Godamon, you could go for game. You could bring back the Lugarmon, and then you could Chimeramon into this to do even more insane plays to keep it your turn to find find an alternative way to go. To go for game. But yeah, this deck is just so fun. It's really good. The thing that I like about this deck, it's OTK based, but it's purple as well, so you could just do nutty things. But yeah, so we play 4 of those. And then we play with the one Death X. This format, there's a lot of people playing decks that just essentially go wide. So Death X helps pretty much with that issue. You pretty much out a lot of the issues on board. And I was playing Shine Greymon before. I just felt the Shine Greymon wasn't necessarily essential for this deck. I felt most of the times whenever I was playing against like Commandramon or any other decks that ended up going wide, this card just did a lot more for me than the Shine Greymon did. You just play the one of Wisdom. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. But Death X is pretty much on play for every card that your opponent has. It reduces the cost by 3, so including Tamers and Digimon. And then when Digivolve and you're on play, de-Digivolve all your opponents, and then after that, all level 4 or lower Digimon get destroyed, and then end of turn delete all your opponent's lowest play cost. There is a way to get out of it. To get around this, you could just play like a rookie, and then it pops the rookie instead of the big Digimon. But let's get to the options. We play for Wisdom. You reveal the top 2 cards. If it's a purple card, you could pick and add one. And then it has a delay effect, which reduces the Digivolution cost by 2. So if you're going to level 4 and it's 2 costs, it's free. If you're going to level 5 and it's 3 costs, and you pop this, it's 1. It is mandatory once you pop one of them that you have to Digivolve. You can't just pop one. I mean, let's say you have 2 on board, and let's say you want to pop 2. You can't. You have to Digivolve right away, right after you use this. 2 miss memory boost. I've seen some builds running 3. I just like this at 2. Sometimes I feel like this card is amazing whenever I play because it mills 2 cards I really want in the trash, or sometimes this card is absolutely trash and it mills like 2 option cards or analog or something that I wanted to pretty much have. Its delay effect, you pretty much gain 2 memory. This card's absolutely insane. You want this card in your starting hand every single time. Analog Youth, you on play, you reveal the top 3 cards for the cost of 2, and then you get to add one, and then you trash the rest. So it pretty much helps you set up your grave, and then you could do crazy Fenriloogamon plays where you pretty much bring it back your turn whenever you you tap this because whenever you have a level 5 or higher Digimon and it has sources under and it gets deleted, you could tap this card. It's an all turns effect, so you can pretty much tap it and then you gain back a memory, and then you get to rehatch an egg, so it helps you set up to pretty much OTK again, or pretty much set up for the next turn. For edgies, start a turn. When it gets hit in security, it just plays it. Start a turn. If your opponent has a Digimon on board, you gain a memory. And then Mind Leak, if you have a Dark Animal or Sock, you can put this in the bottom. And then its inherit effect, it says all turns. While this Digimon has Dark Animal or Sock in its trait, it gains Alliance and Blocker. So Alliance pretty much is you gain your Digimon's DP and then you get a security attack +1. And then all turns you may play one edgy under from the Digimon's Digivolution cards without playing its cost. So I'm going to show you a cool thing that you could do. Let's say you have this on board. So you have 2. And let's say you have this. And then we got a little Lugamon, and then we'll go to Lugarmon. And then let's grab the Lugamon. So what you could do is you'll put this under. So you'll promote up, you'll put this under, you gain a memory. So let's say you're at 2 memory, and then you play this, you draw, you could attack, activate the effect of trash, you'll trash, you'll gain your memory, you'll draw 1, gain your memory, and then you activate the Balmon, you'll Digivolve into this, and then you'll go to 3. So you're swinging. Let's say you have another Digimon. Let's say if you did have another Digimon. Let's say you have the Fascomon on board. You could tap this. So you're alliancing for 11k, 2 checks. Your Digimon lives, right? So there's several things you're gonna activate. You could do this. And then you'll go back to 0 memory, and then let's say you digivolve this for 2, or you play another analog, right? Um, the end of turn will activate. You'll draw your 2 cards, and then it'll delete it itself. You get to out a Digimon on board. You can tap this, and then pass it back to your turn, and then pretty much you get to set up, and then you have an Edgy on board, and you could pretty much get back to Lugamon, and then you just set up for the next turn for game. I really like this combo. Like I said, this deck doesn't really do that good if you don't have the things that you need in the trash. So it's important to start off with analog, man. I mean analog use, so sorry. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the build. Let me know what decks you guys are playing this format. So far, I'm really enjoying this deck. I can't wait for BT-15, where I'm going to be able to just add more cards into this deck with the new Lugomon line, which is the red and purple Lugomon, and the Lugarmon too, that's red and purple, and you get to add as well the Tranamon. I think the Tranamon's really cool. I like the effect. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great day. Hope everyone's staying safe. Take care. Peace.